Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
Guys, guess what? It's summertime, and there's a movie playing in the background, so I hope you don't hear that.
Endgame?
What?
Endgame?
No, it's Dodgeball. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, if you can dodge a ball,
Gaming
you can dodge
news,
a ball.
You can do a Viewport Relay podcast, because there's not really any news. Again, it's the summer. Game devs are chilling. Ish. Kind of.
Yeah. I think the one big release this week was Metal Wolf Chaos XD. That's your big game.
That's your big game of the week. But it's an important game. Right?
It is.
It's an origin story of From Software. I don't know if that was From Software's first game. Well, the original, of course, but...
Definitely not their first game, but one of their lesser known games for sure.
Their hidden gem, you might call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not the PlayStation 1 Kingsfield, but it ranks up there.
It's actually a prophecy of what's going to happen in 2020.
What's going to happen in 2020?
I don't know. It's kind of a prophecy of what's already happening.
I thought something was going to happen in 2030. What happens in 2020?
The president is going to, get in a
Save America.
And save America.
Because the vice president's going to try to usurp power in a coup.
Oh, okay. I knew Pence was always gunning for that.
Yep.
Anyways, let's roll into news. Speaking of hidden gems, you guys know what doesn't have hidden gems? The Epic Store. Because it only has big games and small games, but nothing hidden. Nothing that trashy $1 game that you eventually spend 10 hours playing. But that's pretty good value.
Everybody's equal on the store.
They don't got no bad rats.
No, see? No bad rats?
No.
No H games, right?
What's H games?
Having fun games. Games that you have fun with.
You won't last more than 5 minutes playing this video game because it's so hard.
You're having too much fun. Let's talk about it. We got some news. There's been backlash. Yes, we've talked about that before.
This is our new Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they just talk about it every week.
Yeah, every week, literally every week, it's, we're coming exclusive to Fortnite, and it's the same response over and over. Let's talk about a specific case. We got Ooblets, a game that's been in development, kickstarted if I recall correctly. Maybe I'm recalling incorrectly. And essentially they said they're sorry to the fans, but they are going exclusive to the Epic Store. And oh boy, when they put out that message to the community, they got hit back hard. And they got death threats, which, let's be real, guys. You're not going to kill someone over the Epic Store, okay? Got a lot of hate. And I read the message, and I don't know if you guys ever read their post, but it was a lot of, hey, we need to do this, right? But then it just went into this weird passive-aggressive tone, at least how I read it, right? Yeah, it worked really different. It went in this weird passive-aggressive tone that was like, you shouldn't be mad, the Epic Store is great. And then it went into a bunch of reasons, and it sort of was like mocking everyone who didn't agree or who were like, essentially all the people who've been complaining about the Epic Store, right? Essentially mocking all of them pretty much. I mean, it had one or two good reasons on why it was like fine, but I was like, I think people are mad because you're just like, you're riling them up, right? It kind of riled the people up.
They literally say, hey, look at some other things you should be mad about. Climate change, human right abuses, the new Twitter desktop UI.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Definitely on that last
Tristan
one.
wrote some
oof there, but
yeah.
I agree with you. That's kind of a weird way to start phrasing things. I'm sure if they kept just like the first couple of paragraphs, it would have been okay.
Yeah, like honestly, if an indie studio went out and said, "Hey guys, we're going to the Epic Store because we need money," I'm like, "Hey, that's perfectly reasonable. But if it's, hey, idiot, we're going to the Epic Store and we need money, all right? It's not that big of a deal, you dumb. There's Twitter UI desktops to complain
ice
about.
Ice caps are melting. We're all going to die in 10 years.
Yeah, it's like, why are you yelling at me? Now you're just making me angry at you. So, I don't know. I think whoever wrote that...
It's one of two people. Their studio's two people. And
okay, well, the one at 50...
I tried talking to them when we went to, oh god. What's the last convention we went to? Was it PAX?
PAX.
Yeah.
PAX?
Last PAX, I tried to talk to them, but they were
Unless
always...
you talked to them at GDC.
No, I didn't go to GDC. I tried talking to them, and they were always in the restroom or grabbing lunch or something. This is a personal thing. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
You don't talk about Twitter's front end without riling up Tristan Jung.
Yeah. Nah, this is personal.
No, this is personal. I don't know. Has anything changed around your sentiments of the Epic Store the past month? Same thing. It's like, who cares? Because, I don't know. I haven't changed much, and it's like, it's kind of a who cares, but it's like, it's a lot of games coming to Epic Store, which you can see as a good thing, right? It's like, hey, I didn't want to get it because I didn't want to have to download the Epic Store for this one game, but now that, like, 50 games and, like, 10 of them that you want are coming to it, hey, you know.
I'm still on the who cares boat. Like, you know, they made a very snarky comment about, hey, it's a free thing, you just have to create a user account. If you haven't already done so to play Fortnite, which I know you have, I am in that boat of...
I've played 2 minutes of Fortnite.
But like, I already have the thing, sure. I already have Satisfactory on there, so I don't really care. I'm not gonna buy this game anyways.
Yeah, I guess I just think back to things like Borderlands 3 as well, which may be a bad example because Tim Schafer's known to rile people up just naturally.
Tim Schafer or Randy Pitchford?
Yeah, Randy Pitchford, sorry.
I was like, they're Schafer.
Both the same guy to me. They look the same. Let's see.
One guy can actually finish his games, though.
Oh.
That's true enough. But yeah, they always kind of respond in that passive-aggressive manner, at least snarky, I guess you could call it. And I get it. Gaming communities can be pretty rough and say very vile things to you, exactly as what they show in Ooblets, but, you know, I mean, you just gotta kind of swallow it sometimes and, you know, be a little cordial in return.
I was going to say, I give the Ooblets devs bonus points because they made that mocap gif with the guy flossing, and it was funny.
I think you need some clout to be able to pull off something like this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like you have to have a rep, right? Like, if Cards Against Humanity did this for some reason, right? If they're like, hey, we're making a Cards Against Humanity game, and we're only putting it on the Epic Store, right? Mm-hmm. They could get away with this.
Yeah, because they're known for that. Being just super edgy, not really giving any care in the world what people say about them.
But they also deliver.
They do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. My only concern is that it's not a bad thing that there's competition in the marketplace. It's sort of what's happening in the streaming market for TVs, right? Or for TV shows and movies, right? Where it's, oh, Netflix did it. And then Disney's like, oh, we'll just make our own streaming platform. And now Disney makes theirs, right? It's like, I don't want to have 12 launchers. I find that annoying, right? The only thing I like Steam for currently right now is like, just that it's all congregated in one place. But let's say Square Enix makes their own launcher. And then Sega Atlas makes their own launcher. And then Capcom makes their own game launcher store. It's like, all right, now you're going a little too overboard. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think it's like the whole... I equate it to what's been going on with Netflix and Hulu and all that. Sure, I'll buy the first two, right? I'll pay for the first two. Now there's like 10. And I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna pirate all this stuff. Cause there's just like too much overhead to maintain everything. Now I gotta hook up my PayPal to Epic Store, and I gotta hook up my PayPal to Ubisoft thing.
The worst one for me is every time I want to play Battlefield, it's like, oh, Origin needs to update, and it's like, oh god, okay, I gotta update Origin. It's like every single time I gotta update it, like if there's 10 launchers, right? Because currently right now, what do we have, right? We've got Steam, right? We've got Bethesda launcher, we we've got Epic Launcher, we've got Battle.net Launcher, we've got Ubisoft Launcher, we've got Origin Launcher.
And that's the other thing too, because like I don't have launch on startup enabled because I just don't like all these things, running in the background. And if Battlefield 5 has a 20 gigabyte update and I just, didn't turn on Origin, now I have to wait another day to play this video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's just definitely an issue with Battlefield itself, where it basically
That
has
game
to validate
really
every single file.
Let's be honest, though,
every single time it updates.
Steam is actually probably one of the best things in terms of, like, if a game gets corrupted, like, reinstalling it or doing a repair is so fast on Steam.
Yeah, Steam's probably been the most reliable repair function I've ever had for video games in the world.
Or maybe it's just because the only one I compare it to is Origins, which is trash.
Mm-hmm. Well, just navigating Origins is terrible.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree with Tristan, like, with linking your PayPal and things. It's, a security issue once you start throwing it everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously that one point can be also defeated, but, I think there's a little less risk in that if you're just kind of consolidated to one place rather than spread out over dozens.
Yep.
Let's just go back to physical releases. I like having the boxes on my wall.
I want to smell those instruction manuals again.
I want those in-game maps.
I want those pages for notes.
By the way, not sponsored by GameStop in any way.
Yeah.
All right. We got a next story. We're going to talk a little bit about some mishaps with Wolfenstein Youngblood, because I'm a young boy and I don't know young blood. Mr. Tristan Jung is gonna give us a story.
I'm gonna hop in here. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Have you played Wolfenstein? The new Wolfenstein? Either of you?
I played the old one.
I've not played it, but I've watched gameplay of the first one.
Let me just say they're very good. Wolfenstein 2016 or whenever it came out, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
Oh, I thought you meant the new one only, as in Wolfenstein 2. As in the new Colossus. I played the first, the one in 2016.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They take the best of the old games and they make it a great single player experience. And then I think Bethesda, they announced Youngblood last year.
Yes.
And then they re-announced it this year. And then
at E3, yep.
At E3.
Yeah,
and then it came out.
like that.
And I honestly wasn't paying too much attention. I just wanted to kind of pick it up eventually. But it seems like Bethesda, in their bad ways as of recent, have completely screwed up this video game. So they changed it. It's a co-op game. That's number one. Mm-hmm. But they didn't change... you can't play it solo because it's very broken. Like, Albert...
It's like a way out.
Yeah, it's a way... Yeah, you definitely need a way out. So I think... I think the premise was that in the new updated Wolfenstein, there's a lot of stealth segments, right? Albert, I guess you can kind of speak to this a little bit more.
Oh, stealth was broken in the first game. I stealth everywhere and I just threw knives at people and they just instantly die.
Right, but it was kind of the main core mechanic where you're supposed to sneak around and find all the officers.
And if you get caught, then it's like, oh no, it's going to be so hard now.
Right. So in this game, I guess what they did was they took a co-op game and they just kind of like tossed in an AI afterwards. If you play alone, which you do have to because co-op actually doesn't work, your partner triggers all the stealth mechanics.
Oh no.
Very good.
And they just, obviously just walk around. They don't try to hide or anything like that. It's basically like 10 years regression of any stealth AI.
It's the Skyrim AI thrown into the game, probably.
Which is weird because, like, the last two games were so good, right? Like, we expected something on par. And the trailers looked good, too, for this game.
I think they were going for kind of like the Far Cry Blood Dragon vibe of, like, an expansion that's kind of its standalone.
It seemed kind of that way, where they're kind of going for a more kooky side story.
Is it kooky?
Oh, so that's where the other issue is.
It's BJ's. It's Blazkowicz's daughters, right, or something?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think in the previous two games, the writing was fantastic. There's a lot of kind of good political jokes that are being made. The story makes sense. Here, I think they over-indexed on the sibling stuff. So a lot of the scripts revolve around the sisters calling each other like fart bags and stuff like that.
Nice.
Got him.
Very enthralling story.
Just kids being kids, am I right?
Exactly. And a lot of the quests, I don't know if you remember from the first one, but there's like moral decisions that you had to make.
Yeah, they don't affect too much. At least from what I recall.
Yeah, but now it's just like, hey, go kill this person.
So essentially we got a bad expansion.
We got bad gameplay, bad expansion, and the worst part is they changed the core mechanic to play like Borderlands or Division. So every enemy is now leveled.
You gotta loot shit?
Oh, why?
Man.
What does that mean? Wait, how does that work exactly?
So you have a level, and every time you do missions and stuff, you level up. But there's no skill tree. You just gain more damage.
Which is weird, because the first one had a skill tree. Does the second one have a skill tree?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is weird.
And then the guns, there's no gun drops. You just kind of upgrade guns.
Oh, one of those systems, like a Fallout 4 kind of deal.
This sounds like they use this as a testing ground, right? They're like, hey, in a couple years we want to do Wolfenstein 3, but we've had these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put them in here, and if they work, we'll continue them. And then apparently every single idea just fell flat.
I don't know. In a way, it's just kind of like they see all these other games do like tacked on RPG mechanics, and they're like, hey, we can do that too.
I mean, the first ones had that, though. They had like a skill tree and stuff
well,
like that.
I mean, yeah, this is, I guess, taking it further where you have just like literal levels that don't really mean anything other than just a percentage damage boost.
And they started introducing kind of like shields, and certain guns can only beat certain shields.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird mishmash.
I mean, I guess that's not as bad. That's just like a gameplay element, right? That's like, imagine in Borderlands if there's an electric enemy that's just immune to electric attacks. What do you think about, like, their willingness to experiment in an expansion pack? It's $20, right? Or is it? I don't know how much it is, actually.
I hope it's $20.
Well, yeah, so what do you think
$30.
it is to experiment in a half-price game? We'll call it half-price because the game's normally $60.
Mm-hmm.
Versus you paid $60 and now you're getting this whole experience that you don't like.
Here, no. I didn't get to the worst part. If up to this point they stopped, if the badness stopped, I'd be okay with paying $30 to play some weird, beta testing thing, whatever. The worst part is all the microtransactions they put in.
Oh no! Don't tell me you can buy levels.
I can buy some skins?
You can buy so many skins. And they push that in your face the entire time. Buy skins for your characters, Instead of the normal Blazkowicz armor, why not have a red Blazkowicz armor?
Can you buy levels?
I do not think you can buy levels.
Okay. That's good, because then they could have made it like the leveled enemies, like, made them hard, so you'd have to buy level, or like, you'd either have to grind levels by completing missions, or either... Are they like... It's not like a single linear story, right? I assume?
It might as well be a single linear story.
Oh, well that's weird that to have leveled enemies then, because then it's like, why? I don't know, it's just so weird. Like, why would they take such a drastic change in the game direction?
So my question is, was this something that Machine Games and Arcane Studios want to try? Or does this have Bethesda's, dark finger touches, fingerprints? I don't even know what the saying is.
I'm starting to feel that way. With the kind of the more direction towards, like, RPG hard levels. It starts to remind me of, like, Fallout and Elder Scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. I don't know, I'm just getting that vibe from it.
It seems a little money grubby. Like, to put customization in a single player... Well, I guess you can play with a friend, but, like... a single player experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with it just because it's single player, right? If you want to spend money, like, go ahead. But I don't know, like, just, it seems weird. Just like all these things tacked on. And when your game is having fundamental potential design problems.
I guess another question I have, is this game persistent? Like, does it go past the end of the story, so to speak? So what's the incentive to buy skins if the game just ends at some point?
Play it again.
I guess
That's why I was asking if it was like mission-based, like a Payday game, right?
No, it's kind of like a single-player story with side quests, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah,
Imagine Zelda. Imagine Zelda, right? Or Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Interesting. I don't know. Has there been reviews for this thing? Are they pretty bad?
It has a mixed rating on Steam.
Which is pretty bad considering probably the other two have like positive or overwhelmingly positive.
It has a 72 Metascore, but its user score is 2.1.
Oh. Oh boy. That's probably, okay. Yeah. This is a weird direction for the game to take. I don't know what to think about it. I think it's, you want to say it was Bethesda, right? But we've heard things of like DICE, right? With their microtransaction strategy that EA was like, that they said EA didn't have much of a say in terms of how they monetize the game. So, I don't know. But Bethesda's been kind of grubby lately, right?
Yeah, what is going on? Did you hear the other news about their re-releases of Doom?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's not money grubby. That was just weird because they made people log in. That's why people were like, what the heck?
But that's about it. I just want to rant about Wolfenstein Youngblood because I have loved the new series until this happened.
Well, did you buy it?
I'm definitely not buying it now. I mentioned at the very beginning, I was thinking of buying it, but if like the core mechanic of the game, which is co-op, and that doesn't work, what's the point?
It's just hard mode. Wake up every guard. All right, let's move on. We're gonna talk about Riot because we're gonna riot. No, just kidding. Riot, you know those guys. They make League and League Auto Chess or TFT. What else? I
have it open right now.
What else do they make?
They make sexual harassment lawsuits.
Oh boy. Anyways, they're making a new game, and I mean it's weird to say they because it sounds like Riot, but it's actually they acquired a studio a couple of years ago, Radiant Entertainment, who were developing a fighting game called Rising Thunder, which is kind of like a mech brawler battle fighting game thing, but it had like people in it too, but you could play mechs. But they have announced that, well, Tom Cannon, who is a Riot employee, essentially announced during EVO that yes, Riot is making a new game, and yes, it is a fighting game. Question. Is this going to be League IP or something new?
Ooh. A fighting game with 100 characters?
Maybe not all of them at once.
I don't think they'd go with a League fighting game. Maybe they would, though, like a Smash-style brawler. I don't think like a classical 2D fighter or something like that, though. But
could it be?
I could definitely kind of see it as a Smash clone.
That'd be interesting.
Otherwise,
fighter.
It'd be kind of weird to implement the character systems in a true 2D fighter environment where you have people with stuns and stuff.
Yeah. Here's the next question then. A follow-up. Should it use League IP?
Yeah, that's basically a thing I'm thinking about. I feel like they get the marketing bonus out of it if they do use League
the brand
IP.
Recognition, right?
Right.
Like if you're and I thought about this too, and I'll let you finish before I go, but
okay.
Or you're done.
Okay. No. But at the same time, it kind of constrains them a lot, and now it's going to tie them to champion releases, everyone's gonna complain why Amumu is not a fighting character that's been released yet.
Oh, dude, he will be. He'll be main release.
He'll be main release. Okay, come get over here, right? Like
get over here.
Get over here. Cry. Get over here. But yeah, I feel like it will limit them a lot if they use Riot IP, and part of this makes me feel like they want to get away from the League IP.
Mm-hmm. I think they would benefit a lot from actually making an original cast of characters for a new fighting game, because that would give them a whole new potential stream of characters that they could release that aren't tied at all to League. They don't have to do simultaneous releases or anything.
I mean, I don't think they're tied to do simultaneous releases by
well,
any
they
means.
would be, but they definitely probably feel the pressure to.
Well, I mean, they're probably not going to release the game with 100 fighters. Like, holy moly.
No, I don't mean that insane, but I mean, like, if they create, like, a new character for the fighting game, people are going to be like, hey, why isn't this character ever coming out for League of Legends?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant they made a new champ in League, and now they got to make him in the fighting game, too.
I mean, it can go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. And I think that would be the expectation if you were to constrain yourself to just League characters alone. I think, it's kind of like the way Blizzard does it, where you have a whole cast of StarCraft characters, but then you have a whole cast of Diablo and a whole cast of Overwatch.
And they're all in Here's the Storm.
Here's the Storm.
The best.
They're telling me in 10 years, once 3 new Riot IP come out, that we're going to have
League of Storm.
League of Riot.
League of Riot.
The world's biggest MOBA game.
I don't know. So here's what I was gonna say. If they don't use League IP, they're gonna have a hard time, I think, garnering players unless it's an extreme. The fighting game's gotta differentiate itself, right? But there's just so many like other fighting games out there that I feel like it's hard to do that at this point. Well as the fact. Go ahead.
Do you feel they can't differentiate via mechanics?
I mean, they can try, but there's so many fighting games out there, like, you're going to be similar to another one. And if you're doing new IP, what's the difference, right? Like, I feel, honestly, that Dragon Ball FighterZ wouldn't be popular if it wasn't the Dragon Ball IP. Right? And so if you're making a League game that's kind of similar to other games, what's the difference if you're not using League IP? But at the same time, I agree with you guys in saying that if they're gonna do it, this is the time, right?
Yeah, and I think Riot's always had a pretty strong presence, at least from their employee standpoint, in a lot of fighting game scene, especially in California. So I think it's kind of natural that they'd feel inclined to try and get their own game into the fighting game community.
This guy's the founder of EVO, so maybe some bias there.
In terms of?
I don't know. If he had the influence to actually make this, right, he probably had some type of like market research and reasoning and ROI analysis on why this is a good decision. Because like Riot could have made any other game. They made TFT, right? They could go make a card game instead, or
a battle royale.
Battle royale.
Yeah, the fact that you bring up like card game kind of offers a counterpoint to using the same IP. Dota's a very popular IP, but they released Artifact and it fell on its face. So, but I guess it did get the hype up at the start.
It did up to the release. Yeah,
up till the first week. All right, we'll have to see how this one pans out. I don't know how long it's going to take for this game to come out. I'm saying at least probably another 2 years until we see it.
I think
maybe a year, actually.
My hot take, we'll see a preview of it at PAX West next year.
Oh, I was going to be like, next month?
No, not next month. Next year.
Month.
Last one today before we get to the 2 games we have at the end of the show. We're going to talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the classic. Just slap on the old name.
What do we call it? We can't call it Modern Warfare 1, because that's the original. But we can't call it Modern Warfare 2, because that's the second one of the original trilogy.
What is this? Like Call of Duty 9? 11?
Do we just call it Call of 9? Or
No, you gotta do the
11.
lame thing where it's like Modern Warfare bracket 2019 bracket.
Oh, like the Doom.
Yeah, with the registration symbol.
But I feel like it's been too... Like, COD came out in like 2005, right? COD 4?
That's fine.
2004, I think.
Hey, if they want, they can just release as Modern Warfare every year, and we'll just put the.
True.
It's like FIFA. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. FIFA 2019, FIFA 2020, Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, just change it to that. Yeah. Easy.
Screw the subtitle.
All right. We got some gameplay trailer. I think it looks pretty cool. What are you guys' impressions?
Actually, going back to what we were just talking about, I saw all the news links come out about this, and I thought this was about the re-release. Like, you know how they re-released COD 4? Like the remaster? Yeah, and I was like...
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I was like, why are they putting out new videos for this? I completely
forgot. There's a new multiplayer mode.
Yeah, I completely forgot that they're making a new Call of Duty.
It's coming out in 3 months, man.
That's my mistake.
2 months, sorry.
What do I think? Having drones or tanks in tunnels and, things blowing up everywhere looks kind of fun, I guess. I very much enjoy that they are not using score streaks anymore. They're using kill streaks again.
Yeah, that's so good. I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they're bringing back like the COD 4 weapon customization. You can change like every part of the gun.
Although it's apparently going further in this game from what they've been saying.
Yep.
I think in general, I just like not having robo legs and jetpacks and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty excited.
That was always a big turnoff for me. I always liked the Battlefield 2142 approach to Modern Warfare, or I guess Advanced Warfare as it was called. Where there's really not a whole lot of higher tech, but yeah. Random aside, we're back to just the deserts in Afghanistan and stuff, I guess.
You got something wrong with Afghanistan?
Oh no, this is Urzikstan.
Oh.
Wherever Urzikstan is.
It doesn't exist, but in this game it does.
It exists in this world.
Alright, let's talk about the big kahuna. So we got some crazy modes in this game. We've got a 2v2 mode, which I saw last week on Twitch when they were doing the gameplay reveals.
Mm-hmm.
It looked I think this was announced, 2v2 was announced a while ago, a month ago, I think. It looks interesting. I feel like it's, a lot of the battles just seem to be like, alright, you go on this and you hope, and if your enemy shows up, it's like, who's the best at flick-shotting a headshot on this really weird ramp thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see how it goes. I was more hyped on it originally. I'm a little less hyped. But there's also a 6v6 mode, which I would say may be like a competitive thing, maybe. I don't know. There's a 10v10 mode, 20v20, and then a new 50v50 ground war mode, which will have vehicles and helicopters in it.
Why not just call it Battle Royale?
Call of Battlefield.
Call of Battlefield.
Well, I mean, it's not much of a royale when 50 people win.
Here's my...
What's the time to kill, though, in this game? Has it been adjusted at all? Because it was a little too fast for my boomer brain to comprehend in the newer games.
From what I've seen, it's kind of like Battlefield. I mean, it's modern guns, right? So think of like Battlefield 4, right? Like every gun kind of killed fast-ish. Shotguns, of course, kill instantly at point-blank range. Yeah.
Here's my issue with all these modes. It fragments the player base so much. Like, I know Call of Duty has like 1 billion players.
So that's another thing I was going to say, but go ahead.
But I feel like adding all these modes, you're just going to be in queues forever. Or have like a 50v50 server where there's only 10 people on each side.
I mean, I could see that. They have confirmed there will be crossplay across platforms and crossplay with PC.
Mm-hmm.
And it is input-based crossplay, which means if you're on a controller, either on PC or console, you will play with controller players, or you can opt in to play with keyboard and mouse players as well. So that's one thing that'll help with this. I mean, other than that, I assume certain game modes will only be limited to certain numbers of players, right? Like the 2v2 is obviously just going to be a 2v2 main. There's like not like a search and destroy 2v2 mode or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
50v50 is probably just going to be like a team deathmatch sort of thing. I don't know. Does that answer your question ish?
I guess it'll make it better. But I'm no, in terms of like fragmentation and all that. But I'm still a little wary.
Yeah, I mean, but I think Call of Duty, at least maybe not on PC, at least on console, always has a pretty strong, healthy player base. But yeah, we'll have to see how they. I think if it's like player counts, I mean, obviously there's gonna be more game modes, but like if they can limit the number of game modes and kind of add interesting twists to just the player counts, I don't think they'll run into that big of an issue. Like if 50v50 is just one thing, you can probably find 100 players in the world that are playing 50v50, unless it really sucks and no one wants to play it, of course. But it'll be interesting. I just find it very cool how they're catering to so many different types of like what people want, right? And almost how they're going after Battlefield's niche of like large scale combat.
Only in Battlefield.
Yeah, it's true. Now think of this. 5 years ago, would you think if I told you, oh, there's a 50v50 game mode, would you think, oh, that's Battlefield's new game mode, or would you think, oh, that's Call of Duty's new game mode?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Considering they've been doing what, like 9v9 for the longest time.
Call of Duty?
But yeah, hasn't that been like the max player count for a long time?
I think the newest one has been 6v6, because you have to choose like a hero or whatever.
Oh, one of those games, huh?
I'm pretty sure it's usually 16v16, but yeah, 6v6, I think Alex is right, or 9v9 or something. Because you look at the lobbies, right? And it's just
something
like,
small anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. They're going to have to pull something out like pretty much their Battle Royale sized maps, but probably like a fifth of the size. They don't need that big, but 50v50. That's a lot of people.
Have they said what kind of game mode the 50-50 mode is it going to be? Is it going to be like a conquest? I think they'd have to, just to make it so it's not just like a random, everybody meet in the middle and shoot at each other until you win.
All they've said is, and I guess it's not 50v50, they said 100-player ground war mode featuring tanks, helicopters, and more. So it could be 25v25, 25v25. So it could be like 4 teams, right? We don't know. I think it would make more sense to have more. I think it might be 4 teams. It would be kind of weird to have 2 teams. That's way too. Is it more chaotic or less chaotic to have 2 teams? Because I don't think there's enough action, right? If there's just 2 teams.
I think there'd be less objective-based gaming if there. I assume there's going to have to be an objective of some sort, other than just get more kills than the other team.
Yeah,
because otherwise, it's going to be a random beat in the middle and just shoot everybody.
It's 100-player shipment.
Yep. You're just going to run around nading every single corner, and that's going to be your life.
As long as you quit martyrdom, you kill 5 people every time you die.
Yep. The good old days.
Call of Duty doing new things, which I like. They've been trying to roll out new stuff, but I think this is actually just the player count's one of the biggest new things that they're doing.
Guys, remember Blackout?
That was pretty popular. That was really popular. What about it?
Do people even play that anymore?
I heard they ran it to the ground because they added so many microtransaction stuff into it.
Yeah. Cashing in on the BR while they could.
Hey. Get it while it's hot. Alright, any last Call of Duty stuff? Also, are they going to screw this thing up with microtransactions too? Because they might.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's Activision.
I think about they're like, of course.
No doubt.
I'm looking forward to the next game next year.
I'm looking forward to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2020 as they try to bury the failure of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019.
Can we get Call of Duty Civil War?
Oh my god.
500 versus 500. You need march in formation and people are getting hit by cannonballs.
I think everybody learned a lesson from Battlefield 1. There's just sometimes you go too far back.
Battlefield 1 was good. Battlefield 1 was good.
I don't know. I have my opinions about it.
Remember Far Cry Primal?
5. Oh,
no!
Is that too much?
That game?
You know that go back too far meme? That's that
That's
one right there.
It. Yep.
All right, you guys ready for some games?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Let's do it.
One's longer.
Alex has been crushing it these last few episodes.
Yep. This better not be about speedruns. That seems to be my affinity.
Winner, there's 2 games. I guess you could tie because there's 2 games, but winner gets to choose where they sleep this weekend at my house. All right. And my bed is not an option.
Oh.
We can't share it with you?
No.
Cuddle?
No. All right. First game. First game. It is called Ferocious Factions.
Ooh, I like these names.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a name of a faction in a video game or a group. I was kind of loose with the term faction, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
You give me the game/franchise that faction is from.
If StarCraft is... I bet StarCraft is on here.
Are you ready?
I guess
the buzzing
so, yeah.
word is... Tristan, choose the buzzing word.
Let's just keep it viewport. I feel
Viewport.
like I'm scared of making some weird comment.
I remember you did do that
simple
once.
and clean.
All right. Let's go. First one. GDI.
Viewport.
Alex,
Command and Conquer.
I need more specific.
Well, you said game or series.
GDI? They're in like multiple games.
Okay, fine. But there's a franchise that they're from, and they're numbered one after another. Do I just give them the point?
Yeah, just giving the point. Did you mean like Red
Oh, 1
Alert?
point. It's Tiberian Sun. Okay.
Really?
Yes, it is.
I thought they were part of all... Okay, I'm showing my Command and Conquer noobness in front of the master, but yeah. Anyways.
I thought it was Command and Conquer Rivals, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make a mammoth tank.
I guess technically, yeah, you're right. Because the third one is Tiberian Wars. All right, whatever. Mm-hmm. Next one, the Brotherhood of Steel.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Fallout.
Correct. Next one, Vox Populi.
Viewport.
Tristan.
BioShock Infinite.
Correct.
No.
Oh, I've been giving.
How many did you give
Alex
me?
And Alex points to
Excuse
Tristan.
me.
All right, 2-1. 2-1.
Nice,
All right.
I'm winning.
There's some tricky ones in here that I don't know. Maybe you guys will know because I didn't know these.
Starwolf.
The Grey Wardens.
Oh man,
Calling time on it. This is Dragon Age.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I played that once.
I've never played a Dragon Age game.
All right, here's one out of left field. The Trandosians.
I should know this one. Wait, Viewport. It's like a Star Wars something, right? Or is that like a...
I mean, it's a race in Star Wars, so I'm gonna need more.
Oh, man. Trandosians. They're part of, KOTOR, right?
They are the enemy faction in Star Wars Republic Commando multiplayer.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The race nobody wanted to play as in multiplayer.
Because their starter gun sucked. Anyways.
Yep.
Here we go. Bonus points if you get this one. The Sons of Samdi.
TIL, I have never played a video game in my life.
Samdi?
Sons of Samdi.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Far Cry.
Incorrect. Alex.
Oh man, that was going to be my guess too. Samdi. I'm going with James Bond.
Incorrect. It is Saints Row 2.
Man, I don't remember that game at all.
Oh, because there was like the Brotherhood, right? It was one of the gangs.
And then there was the red people.
That was the Brotherhood.
Okay.
The green people were the Sons of Samdi.
Mm.
They were the guy who get high all day. The druggies. Anyways,
right, yeah, the dance club guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Protoss.
Viewport.
Alex.
God,
StarCraft.
The panic.
Yeah,
The panic.
Tristan was thinking about all those flowers.
All right, here we go. The Imperial Guard.
Viewport.
Oh boy.
Warhammer 40k.
I didn't even say her name, but okay. I said, "Oh
Okay.
boy," you guys said it at the same time. I didn't know who to
Oh.
choose.
Okay, I heard
But
myself
Alex just
first.
said an
Whatever.
answer, so I guess
Whatever.
All right. The Counter-Terrorists.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Counter-Strike.
Yes. The Crimson Lance. Ooh. This is one that both of you should know.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Fire Emblem.
Incorrect.
Viewport. Borderlands.
Correct. You've played the first one, right, Tristan?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. You wouldn't know it. All right. The Dire.
Viewport.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Warcraft?
Incorrect.
No.
Correct, I guess?
Dota. I meant Dota. You know.
I thought you were referring to them. I'll give it. It was Dota, but yes. That's what I was thinking. Were you going after, like, the... Okay, you know what I was trying to say. Next one. Krogan. The Krogan.
Viewport.
Alex.
Mass Effect.
Correct! That's the first time you guys have gotten a Mass Effect one I've given.
I remember Mass Effect 1.
Alright, cool.
A little bit.
Foxhound.
Viewport.
Alex.
Metal Gear Solid.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's like the whole series.
This one's tricky. Diamond Sword.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Incorrect.
Diamond Sword.
I don't know if any of you guys have played these games.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Kingdom Hearts. Hearts.
No.
I got nothing, Albert.
The Tribes series.
Oh.
Tribes Ascend.
I
The
played
two factions.
Star Siege way back in the day. Just multiplayer, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know the lore.
Well, that's the teams in Tribes. Is Diamond Sword is the silver bluish team, and then the red team is
okay.
the other.
I never learned their names. I just jumped around and shot people.
That's all you need. All right, last one. We are 6-4, so unfortunately, Tristan, you can't win, but you can win glory points if you get this one right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. The Order of the Twin Adder.
Viewport.
Tristan.
Final Fantasy 14.
Correct.
Yeah. Man.
All right, Alex, 6-5. If you can win this next one, you win all the glory.
All right.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, the next game. Okay.
Yeah, we have one more.
I was
game.
like...
Okay, so this next one is called Oldies But Goodies. Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to play a YouTube video that I spent 2 hours making yesterday with classic songs.
Holy
I'm going to play
moly.
a clip of the song, and this is how I'm going to do it. In order to answer, you will, and this is, you can cut this out. You're gonna pause you're gonna call the groovy pause command, right? That's how your answer goes in. So, are we ready?
Of course.
All right.
I have no idea when we're gonna pause when I edit, so good luck to future Tristan, I guess.
Yep. Good luck to future Tristan. All right. And you can just rip the audio. I can give you the audio for the game if you want it to, just to put it in manually.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready? The first one's coming up. Tristan.
Castlevania.
Correct. And I forgot to mention, I will give a bonus point if you give, well, here, I'm changing it up.
What?
No, I'm changing it up. Sorry,
Changed.
I take it back. I forgot to clarify. You need to give me the correct name of the game entirely, right? You can't just give me the series.
Right name.
You can't just give me the series. And you get a bonus point if you can name the song. That's the bonus point.
Castlevania 2.
Correct.
Bloody
you know the name
Tears.
of the song. Correct. 2 points.
Of course.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
Turok 2 Master right here. I know everything.
2 Master. All right, 2 points for Tristan. All right, I'm going to resume. It'll play the rest of the song. You kind of listen to it, but it'll fade into the next one. All right, make sure you have pause typed out.
I have it.
All right. It's 20 seconds, by the way, so.
Oh, okay.
Tristan.
Street Fighter?
Incorrect.
Oh, God.
Alex.
Street Fighter 2 Guile's theme.
Correct. 2 points.
Thanks, big bro.
Alrighty, moving on to the next one.
Now I just listened to like 15 more seconds of this.
Hey, it's good music, alright? Tristan, so fast. What are you typing?
No, he's
me.
typing pause.
Oh.
Super Mario Brothers 3 field music.
Correct on the title, but incorrect on the song. The song is technically Overworld 1 theme.
Yeah.
Some of these are weird. Like, you're not going to get the bonus on some of these.
Do I get half? Do I get one?
No, you get 1 point for the correct game,
Okay.
but you don't get the bonus point. I'm going to be honest, you're not going to get the bonus point on most of these, because some of them are just really weird, like, things.
Okay, if I don't get the title, does the chance go to Alex? I mean, that's not
No.
Okay.
No.
We
Unless you want to
that.
do that, but it's a bonus point, so it's not like it's a required question.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to resume. Get that pause typed out. Chris.
Oh my god. Mega Man 2.
All right. Correct. You have the name of the song.
Bubble Man?
No way.
Oh, no.
Get out of here, Alex.
Metal
I'm
Man.
just gonna,
Metal
I'm gonna
Man.
give you a
Metal
chance
Man.
to
I'll
steal.
tell you.
What?
It's Airman's theme.
Airman.
No. It's
Metal
Dr.
Man.
Wily's castle.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, guys. Oh no. Alright, we're resuming. Oh no.
Oh, like the meme song is like, can't beat Airman, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking that. Or Hyakusen Man.
Tristan.
Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone.
Alright, 2 points.
Green Trill Zone.
Green Trill Zone. Alright, let's keep rolling. Alex, you gotta get faster on that.
And
enter
my
key,
fingers
man.
have no speed to them.
See, I knew these would be easy, so that's why I did the chat thing. So then I can know for sure who buzzed in first. Alright, we had no guesses on that one. You want to take any shots? You get no points, but...
I'll take a shot of vodka. No,
I mean, I guess you could guess. I mean...
I don't even have anything that comes into mind.
Nothing
Alright,
comes to
answer was
mind.
Toe Jam and Earl, and the song name was Toe Jam Jammin'.
I like that.
Alright.
I like that.
Mhm.
Next one. Alex.
Uh-oh. It sounded too high quality for the first game. I'm going with Legend of Zelda.
The CDI one, right?
Yeah, definitely Wand of Gamelon. Legend of Zelda. I'm completely forgetting what the Super Nintendo one is. Link to the Past.
Correct. Do you have the name of the
Alright.
song?
It's just the Legend of Zelda main theme, or maybe Overworld theme.
It is not. It is the Hyrule Field theme.
Alright.
Alright.
Back when
1
Hyrule
point still.
Field theme.
1 point still. We'll keep moving.
See, it's that beautiful Super Nintendo sound chip.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it took you so long to get the name.
I did. I was completely blanking on what it was. I never played Super
All right,
Nintendo.
here's-
So.
Oh my god, I didn't even hear it!
Final Fantasy VI Terra's theme.
I didn't even hear the song! But that's correct on both!
I just need the first guitar chord.
Alex, have you played FF6?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So that was Tristan's for the taking.
If I heard the flute, I would have probably guessed.
Tristan.
Oh no, I feel like I heard this, but now I'm second guessing myself because Alex didn't buzz in.
It's a very popular game, but I don't know if you guys have played it.
Kingdom Hearts 2?
No, jeez.
Can I continue to hear this song?
You can listen to the rest.
Okay.
All right, you got anything?
Sounded Super Nintendo-y.
Ooh.
Is it, can I guess?
Alex needs to guess first, unless he doesn't have a guess. Yours won't count for points too, Tristan.
No, I have no guess.
All right, Tristan, you have a guess?
Is this Secret of Mana?
It is Secret of Mana. It is Fear of the Heavens. All right.
I thought it was Final Fantasy 13 for some reason.
These are oldies but goodies. Not that's not old enough.
That's an oldie.
You notice a theme here that these are all pretty old songs. All right. We're going to keep going. We have 4 left. Tristan.
F-Zero Big Blue.
Correct on the game, incorrect on the bonus.
Oh, it's Mute City.
Correct. A second hand, you don't get the point, but yes, it is F-Zero Mute City from the SNES. Tristan.
Ghosts and Ghouls, I don't know, Graveyard? Super Ghosts and Ghouls, Graveyard? Ghouls and Ghosts?
Incorrect. That is incorrect.
Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Alex, you want to resume?
Sure.
Oh man, Tristan.
Oh,
Alex.
yeah, isn't it, it's... Oh, man. Now Tristan's making me forget the name of the game, because he said it, 3 different ways. Isn't it, Ghosts and Goblins?
Correct. It is Super Ghouls and Ghosts, not Super Ghosts and Ghouls. And the music is Stage 01. I'm sorry, Tristan. I wanted to give you the point.
I deserve a 0.1, I feel.
You get half a point.
A pity.
A pity point. I'll subtract a point for pity. Alright. You're at half point. Alright. Let's keep going. We're almost there. Oh, so Ghosts and Goblins is a game.
Yeah, that's the Japanese name, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay, well, check on that. If it is, I'll give you the point.
No, wait. I think Ghosts and Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins are 2 separate games.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we gotta keep going.
We won't count it. We'll just go on.
I remember this from I Want to Be the Guy. I was struggling.
Why am I not remembering the name of that game?
Please, someone. Put me out of my misery here. I thought this would be first note gotten.
It should be. I totally recognize the theme, but I can't remember the game.
Oh, no. Don't do me like this, guys. I'm taking away your music, your game OST cards after this.
I'm not a boomer when it comes to game music.
Alright, the answer is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! And the song was Fight Theme. Alright. Tristan has won this game single-handedly very easily, but there's one last song, so we'll do this one last song. Tristan.
DuckTales Moon.
2 points! 2 points! Alright, well, do we resume? Do I just stop it? What do you want to do here?
Let's finish it off. I'll put it in the edit. Let's finish it off.
Finish it strong.
Boom.
Alrighty. So the final score was Tristan 11.5, Alex 3. Man, the buzzer, man, Alex. Ooh, you lost out on like 5 or 6 points on that. That could have gone either way, I think.
Yeah.
All right, faster fingers next time.
Alex has the faster mouth. I got the faster fingers.
There you go. Either way, Tristan, you won the game. Alex, you won a game. There's no supreme winner.
I guess we gotta share a bed together then.
We gotta share a bed together.
We just get the couch together.
Yep. All right, guys. That wraps it up for episode 33 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, previews, features, and podcasts. I had a brain fart there. To check out all
brain farts.
To check out all of Viewport content, you can visit us at viewportgaming.com.
Thanks, Tristan. And as always, I've been your host, Albert Corsten, joined by Tristan John.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.